It was the will of God. That is what they say here. Dali Koumbé, a village carved out of sands of Sahara Desert, a place where darkness is not feared. Every second person is blind, and yet, somehow, no one feels lost.
I went to the teacher who taught the Quran to normal children. I was welcomed as if I could see like everyone else. But for me, he wrote the verses of the Quran and then read and reread.
Centuries ago, one of their ancestors, a woman, dreamt of an entity from another world. The vision was clear. She would bear a man of great virtue, a guide for her people, but he would be born without eyes. And his generation, or some of members of his generation, would be blind, and so began a lineage, a family, a community who never opened their eyes to the world.
Women, and also men older than me.
Judging from the first sight, it was evident that Quran was central to their lives. It is a relationship they uphold with so much care and vigor, a sacred bond cemented on this simple wooden tablet. Memorization isn't just a practice here. It is a spiritual journey, a commitment etched into their hearts. In a place where eyes cannot see, the souls listen and remembers. If God was to restore your eyes, what would you love to see?
If I could, I would like to see my house from afar as I return from a long journey, and I would very much like to discover the nuances of the colors of autumn landscapes.
I would like to be able to see the letters of the Quran and be able to write them.
Me too. Like him, I would like to be able to read books and learn many new things. I would like to read.
There is something deeply powerful about this place, not because of what they lack, but because they are happy. They have never seen the sunrise, the dunes glowing gold, or the night stars above the desert. But their happiness, it is real, it is deep, and it doesn't depend on sight. They have a heartwarming bond that provides comfort. In the harsh, unforgiving heat of Sahara, it is the women of Dali Koumbé who beautifully express this warmth. Their laughter, it creates a sense of home that cannot be described, only felt. They carry the rhythm of resilience. Let me ask you a question. When we cannot see, or when we are in dark, we often experience fear. Do you ever get scared?
نحن حينما نكون في ظلام في مكان مظلم لا نستشعر الخوف، بل عكس ذلك نجد نورا. حينما يأتي الليل ويكون القمر ليس موجود فنحن نمشي كما نمشي في النهار، ما عندنا مشكلة أبدا.
Long before this village blossomed into a sanctuary of the blind, there was one man, Sheikh Muhammad Mahmoud. He was more than a founder, he was a spiritual force. They say he performed supernatural feats. He memorized the entire Quran and journeyed across Mauritania, discovering hidden water sources in places where life is so harsh. His discoveries were not just of water, but of hope in the most arid, inhospitable land. He left behind a source of life for people who seemed to have been denied one of their life's greatest joys, the sight. Anytime everybody watches this story, one important question roams in their mind. The question is, what is the true meaning of happiness?
Managing to find the resources to fulfill the dream of a lifetime, and to help my poor community, to teach these boys and girls gratitude for what life has given them. I have learned to be happy, and now I want to share it. Reading the Quran is the source of my happiness, especially when I teach it to the children, so that they can be inspired by the words of God. This is my only purpose in life.
What is most remarkable isn't how they adapted to life in the dark. It is how they have built a life full of light. They move through their homes by memory. They cook, care, and live through instinct, sound, and trust. Well, they also have people that take care of them. Sitting in the quiet of my small house office, I close my eyes and suddenly I'm there again. I can hear their soft laughter, the call to prayer. I can feel the desert's silence, so full, so alive. I think to myself, how can people who have never seen the sky understand life more than most of us who live under it every day? Teach me that happiness is not about what you can see. It is about what you feel. It is about faith in what you cannot explain. Love, even when the world goes dark, and the kind of resilience that turns sand into sanctuary. They may be blind, but Dali Koumbé and its people see life more clearly than many of us ever will, and I will never forget them.